And let's go, go, go. Decent launch from Ka. I think Roke is bogging down a little bit. He might be under a little bit of pressure from behind. But I think Armor Ka should hold on to the lead, or is he? Because Roke's picked up some pace as there's been a massive crash. Lamborghini's been taken out. And I think Waldinger has dropped places as well.
Been a collision at the start, and it's Michael Mocho. That's a Lamborghini that's been involved. So Michael Mocho is out of the Grand Prix at the first corner. And once again, it's another crash for Michael Mocho. As Chung got a very good start, and he's up into second place.
Mocho got an okay start, didn't really gain any places. So let's see, did he... He just drove into his teammate.
Never hit your teammate. We'll take a look at it from Andre Verderi's point of view as he was alongside Gabriel Gomez into the first corner, and he's also got damage as well. The Williams nearly lost it on the braking from a little bit of a collision there. Well, one lap to be exact, but either way, she's up into second place, and now she's going to try and attack for the lead into the corkscrew. There's a bit of contact there, and she's gone round for a spin. So Chung, a little bit ambitious there, and the championship leader has gone for a spin, and she's going to tumble down the order.
Let's see how he did it. Must have done it into the left-hander here. I don't even know the corner number, but let's see either way. At the clear run at Ka.
I wonder if he's been collected by anybody from the rear, because he didn't have anybody around him, so I wonder if somebody's left their braking a little bit late as a result. But you can see there, you can see the overtake defender. Oh no, there was a collision there. Gomez there, so Anderson was basically a passenger in all that, so really, it was Patel's own making on that occasion as he tapped the back. He's going down the inside as Martins also attacks Byrne into the hairpin as well. You can just see behind the two Mercedes, but Perinen on the inside, and he gets the move done into third place as Martins going to pull the move off on Byrne here. Byrne gives him the space on the inside, and Martins makes it through. Martins up into fifth position.
He's gaining in the slipstream, going alongside, and I think this should be an easy pass for the pole. Yes, he's up at the lead, but is Roke going to try to fight back? Not at the moment, no.
That's the lead for Bartosz Klosov. Meanwhile, Martins on the inside of Ka. Has he got P4 from the Mercedes driver? Yeah. He has indeed. Joantis Martins up into fourth place as now Evan Byrne, the man who won last time out into Lagos, will now try and attack Ka for fifth position.
Yeah, indeed. Meanwhile, Anderson has overtaken Waldinger unseen by the camera. Up to 1.2 seconds. As Ka just had a spin. Let's see just how it happened. He had a lot of understeer even before the corner. Got two wheels onto the curb.
I think Chung, unseen by the cameras, is now back into the points. It's now Kloss and Roke and Kloss coming and then sticking onto the normal wet tyres. So neither of them deciding to blink for intermediates. 19 laps for George Roke as Kloss still comes out in front. 20 laps for Kloss. So Kloss is going a lap longer than what George Roke is, but it might not even matter, especially with the changeable conditions. We'll have to wait and see on that. But let's see where the pair are going to emerge after this pit stop now. Then Kloss comes out of the pit lane, and I think he's going to emerge in fifth position. Is George going to still emerge for the Kiro? He is, so Roke rejoins his sixth. So fifth and sixth for both Kloss and Roke after their pit stop. Chung was going for an overtake on Patel here and just left her braking too late for the second time today. Chung has left her braking completely late here.
Well, she made a move on Patel, but I think Kloss might pass Martins before he makes his stop, to be honest with you. It's just the pace that has got at the minute.
15 laps worth of fuel for Mercedes. No one has yet blinked for another compound of tyres. 6.1 seconds for the Mercedes mechanics as the home favourite. Let's see where he's going to emerge then after this pit stop now then as he goes trundling down pit lane. His teammate Carr is still at the cross line. He has done now, so I think Carr will be ahead of Perinen for the time being, which he will be as he flicks off the pit limiter, and Perinen is going to emerge in sixth position. He comes out in front of Roman Quagg in the Renault. Yeah, but we still got plenty of this race left. Anything could happen as he's now just over 3 seconds behind Martins. Carr now into the pit for Mercedes. He pitted at the same time as Evan Byrne there. Let's see how quick the stop is going to be. He's obviously had a dramatic race as Carr after his aquaplane moment going up towards turn 5 there. A 5.8 second stop from the Mercedes mechanics. So let's see where the Mercedes is going to emerge after this pit stop. He's got 15 laps worth of fuel, so it should take him to around about lap 28, I would say, for when he makes his second stop. I think a lot of them are going for a free stop. The red indicator on the top of Quagg there, so Joantis Martins is coming into the pits here, and this happens. In fact, why has Perinen got the pit indicator as well? Above, he's got a problem! A loose wheel for Jesus Perinen! More issues for Mercedes, and he's been forced to make an impromptu pit stop! The Spanish fans are going to be disappointed!
Well, if there was any doubt in the Perinen versus Martins battle, those doubts have been put to rest now.
And fuel now then, a change of tyres and fuel for Joantis Martins. 28 laps, he's going quite long on this stint, so he's going a little bit different to what everybody else is doing. That is a 2-stop for Joantis Martins, and maybe he's doing that to try and get to the drier period of the race. But he is going to emerge way comfortably in third because Byrne is way too far behind him.
So the pole has put a lap on him and is pulling away. You can see how much faster he is. But let's see what the
Oh!
Blackwood's out. Blackwood is out of the race. He's had a mechanical
That's right.
problem. It's a water leak, and he's out.
For that, or it could be a different type of normal wet that he's been put on. Let's see, a change of tyres, and it's a different normal wet he's putting on. So no sign of the inters just yet. He's just changing to a different compound normal wet. 6.5 second stop from the Red Bull mechanics. 23 laps of fuel, so he will have to pit once again before the end of the Grand Prix. So as expected, like with Klaus, he is on a free stop in this Grand Prix. Of the wet tyres now, as he pulls into his box now, then he changes tyres and puts on a bit of fuel.
He's going for the counter.
He's gone for the counter, swapped onto another set of the normal wet compound now. Then a 5.4 second stop from the Haas mechanics as a few more pit calls are being called on here as they now go trundling down pit lane here on
Just
the
fuel load
racetrack.
compared to Roke. He's got 19.
Slight.
What about Roke? As Vollinger's also come in.
He's got more. I saw he had more. He got 22 laps worth of fuel. So Kloss going a little bit lighter than Roke on this occasion, and he still emerges in the lead as a result. So Martin's not able to pass Kloss at this stage. As Anderson now then makes his pit stop. And he goes to the inters. Interestingly enough, he's gone to the intermediate. Julius Anderson is the first to blink, and he's going to go onto the intermediate tyres here. Decide to stay on normal wets. Does Carr try and brave it and go onto the intermediate tyres? Let's see here as he now puts on a fresh set of tyres and fuel. Are they going to be intermediate? No, they're slicks! They're slicks! They're slicks for Armar Carr. He's going completely different for Julius Anderson. So Carr is the first one to go onto the slick tyres. Some are staying on the normal wets. Some are going to Inter. Going to flag and Valdinger. He's out of the race. It's Bent Valdinger who's out of the race, and it's a clear box issue. That's taking clear of Valdinger, so he is out of the Grand Prix, and we are down to 18 runners. He's on the back of Martins. Meanwhile, I just saw there as Sazonov goes onto the intermediate tyres. Verderi's also out.
Verderi's out as well.
Out, and that's also a mechanical issue as well. Did he actually get hit? In fact, I don't think it was a mechanical issue. Did Suto hit him up the rear? No, it wasn't mechanical failure. He got hit up the rear just as he had the mechanical failure from the Aston Martin. I wonder if the Aston got damage from that. I think it did because Sazanov's just come in.
It did.
He's made a mistake. Did he have a dangerous rejoin?
Let's see.
Hit the debris, but how's he crashed out? Oh, it's the turning circle, isn't it? On those tyres at this stage. Meanwhile, Roke is now attacking Martins into the hairpin. He's going late on the inside. Can Roke pull the move off? What a move!
What is he going to fit his put dries on?
He's going the same as Carr. Does he think that maybe he can make it work out or not? Well, to be fair, he hasn't got really anything
and
to
he's
lose
fueled
because he was
to the
nowhere.
end of the race. This could be what gets him back in the race. We'll see. Is it the dries? It is the dries. And now, let's see if he can chase after Klaus, because Martins has also come in.
Had to wait for Chatfield there, as Yui pointed out, Sector 3 is now good enough for the dries. His car was purple, actually, in Sector 3, and it seems that now everybody coming in is now coming in for the dry tyres. So I think, judging from that, the dry tyres is now...
fueled to the end. But thanks to the traffic and thanks to his pace, Klaus has pulled a decent gap to Rogue, so I think he should be able to hold on for the win, but he's only put 13 laps of fuel in.
I was just going to bring that up. Why have Haas not fueled him to the end? Haas ridiculous here.
Rogue wasn't fueled to the end either, mind you.
Lopez hasn't been fueled to the end either, so a bit bizarre why he's not fueled to the end of the race here. Did you say that Rogue fueled to the end or not? I'm not sure.
Martin's
no, he
fueled
hasn't.
to the end, but not Rogue.
In the McLaren, and he's now coming in for drives. Oh, Anderson getting a little bit loose, and he's off the track, and he's made the
Another
same mistake as Carr, and he's aquaplaned off, so any chance he had for points, I think, is down the drain. For Sauber, but Kloss is in for his final stop. He's fueled to the end of the race, and so far, as long as it goes according to plan, he's looking good to get his second career victory.
Yes, indeed. And he's done a brilliant job in this race ever since he took the lead, as Patel is also in.
Rosa comes in at 125.2 for Kloss in the meanwhile now. Then, in fact, he's already done it. Kloss takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Got him at the final corner here because I think Roke got held up by traffic going into the pits there.
Well, that explains it, and it's not going to do Roke a lot of good.
As Lopez also comes into pit lane meanwhile as well for Toyota. A change of tyres and fuel. He's obviously fueled to the end of the race. Martins does go up into second position meanwhile as Lopez makes his pit stop, looking to get more points for Toyota in this race after he got a brilliant sixth position last time out at Interlagos. He's having to wait for Roke to go by though, even though he had a 4.9 second stop. Roke does go through. He also had a 4.9 second stop. So both the Red Bull and Toyota mechanics making the same time in the pit stops there at the moment now then. As we look at Roke, he's in third position, got a big gap. As De Rosa's out! Just as I was talking about him there, he's out of the race, and it's a suspension failure for the looks of it. It's a puncture, sorry, that takes care of De Rosa. And McLaren hadn't had a retirement so far yet, but in the third race, De Rosa is out with a puncture. So that means, as a result, who actually does go into the points and all of that? I'm not so sure about that. It looks like it's Chatfield that's going to be put into the points for Ferrari, but I'm not sure if he's yet to pit yet or not. Here comes Barci's class, who rounds the third to last
get all the points.
The 57 for the 57th and final time. Roke is 110 behind. He's got second for Martins. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But Klaas comes around the final corner, and after a dominant drive, it is going to be Barci's class who wins the European Grand Prix here at Aragon. A dominant drive from the Polish driver, and he takes his second career victory. As we'll take a look and see what happened.
Fantastic win. And he went for the move into the left-hander, uphill. And this time, third time was the charm.
Did get him indeed. He got him onto the inside of the bus stop later on the brakes, and Roke on the final lap takes second place with ease. Barci's class takes the victory from George Roke in second place, who got Johannes Martins on the final lap. The Brazilian driver finishing in third, with Evan Byrne in fourth. Laura Chung initially finished fifth on the road, but due to her 10-second time penalty, she will drop to sixth behind Jesus Perinen. So Jesus Perinen is instead in fifth, followed by Laura Chung in sixth position. Amar Kar finishes in seventh, with Rahul Patel in eighth. Franco Lopez picks up more points for Toyota in ninth, with Julius Anderson on the final lap of the race, picking up the final point spot in 10th position for Williams.